I'm Johnson Cheswa, and I work in the health sector in the United Kingdom, where I'm based. But I've got love for African children who have been impoverished, who have been denied education, who have gone through a lot, who are suffering each and every day, who are unable to attend school, who have got no access to education at all, or who have got partial access to education, who are going through quite a lot. And these are young girls, who have been subjected to torture, who have been subjected to rape, who have been subjected to so many horrible things. And these are vulnerable people who have been used each and every day for other people's benefits. These are young girls who have got no choice, but their choices have been determined by those with power. Their choices have been determined by those with influence. They've been denied lots of things. They can't go to school. When they go to school, they've got no rights to say or freedom to express themselves. So I'm talking about young children who are in Africa, young children who get pregnant as early as 10, 12, 13. Young girls who have been abused domestically, young girls who have been isolated, young girls who got no any right at all. So the campaign I started actually is very specific and is targeting young girls in the rural areas, young girls in all districts in Uganda, but it was a pilot project in the Sembabwe district, which is in central Uganda. I'm building a school now, which is going to accommodate 70% of young girls who are more vulnerable. And then it will be a mixed school, but then it will accommodate more young girls from poor families, young girls who have been disadvantaged, young girls who are disabled, young girls who have no access to education at all, young girls who have been victims of rape, victims of torture, victims of war. So these young girls are going to be collected from all the districts of the country, and then they will be brought into the schools where they will be provided with quality education by different specialists. So I started this project, to ensure that, of course, we help these young girls who have been left behind. I'm not saying that there are no other actors. There are other actors, but to achieve the targets of UN or for the universal access for education, we need a collaborative efforts to achieve this. That's why I'm going into this campaign to build a school which is going to be well structured, a school which is going to be modern, a school which is going to be which is going to address socio-economic issues, and a school which will have a curriculum that will be more practical than theoretical. So my emphasis now, or my program, is to ensure that we look for resources that can supplement what have been set up. Okay, we've got more than 20 acres of land, and I've already built big structures. But of course, being this is a bigger campaign, I can't really achieve all this alone. I need everybody's support. I need people to come on board to support me. I need volunteers to come and go into the rural Uganda and then see what we're doing and see what I've been able to do. And then they'll be able to support me. I need builders, I need teachers, I need money to set up, hostels for children. Yeah. So basically looking for so much resources that can be able to help young children in Uganda, young girls in Uganda. I'm not saying that boys are going to be left behind. We have a mixture, but the focus will be so much into young children, young girls. So I'm looking for more than £20,000 to be able to reach a certain level so that we can have this school set up, running, and managed. Through the GoFundMe campaign, I believe we'll be able to mobilize this and more, or perhaps double our target, financial target. But it doesn't matter how much you support. This can be supported by maybe one individual, why not? Yeah. This is achievable. This is something which is achievable. So for more details, of course, you can text me or you can talk to me and say how best you can support this cause. Okay? But to summarize this, of course, we're planning to build a secondary school, or actually to have it running, because it's already there anyway. Yeah. And of course, support or help, young children, young girls. Okay. So the campaign I have now is to look for financial support, mega financial support. We need to build a library. We need to build a computer lab. We need to set up so much more things. So your support, no matter where you are, the GoFundMe campaign can be able to hold this support. And then, we go and then support it. Yeah. It's achievable, definitely, very, very much achievable. So, come in and support. Yeah. I believe this cause will be supported. Yeah. Thank you.